Gateway News here with Brighton City Manager Manuel Esquibel. How are you doing, sir?
Good, good.
Very
Thank you.
good. How is Brighton faring the economic situation that we're all going through right now?
You know, we have had the tremendous opportunities of looking at what we've done in the past and preparing for continuing to look at a brighter economic future today as well as tomorrow. And because of the vision of the City Council and the hard work of staff, we've been able to continue our economic development efforts to encourage new retail and commercial and industrial opportunities. Because of that, I think as the downturn of the economy has affected a lot of cities, we have recognized that the businesses that have come to Brighton we welcomed them, and I think they have really found that they have proven to be a strong component of the city. Therefore, the downturn has affected us, but not like a lot of other cities surrounding us that have had, we've heard, up to 20% decline in revenues. We're anticipating that we're probably going to be pretty flat in our revenue streams from last year. It's still we're still projecting that our income is probably going to be like a 4% increase over last year. So we have our fingers crossed that will take place.
Very good. It seems like Brighton is just exploding. I mean, as businesses coming in. What can you attribute that to?
Again, I have to attribute a lot of it to effective planning, not only today, but what we've done in the past. I think we have to attribute a lot of this to the vision of the City Council, the Mayor, City Council, in relationship to what they envision the City of Brighton becoming and is as it relates to a sustainable community. I think we are extremely excited, extremely fortunate to be able to say that the plan that was in effect to allow for more jobs and allow for more retail and establish a strategy to allow that to take place has been extremely successful. And because of that, I think that has shown, and that we continue to show that in relationship to how we stand from an economic development position. I also have to say that it's always true that location is always a major factor. And because we happen to be surrounded by major highways and thoroughfares, both 85, Highway 85, I-76, E-470, and Highway 7, Colorado Highway 7, Highway 7, we have recognized that has provided to us a great opportunity for us to begin looking at how we can export as well as import people in and out of Brighton very quickly. But if you're only going to look at location as the only attribute, I think we would have failed. And I think it was because of the strategy that we had in place in terms of how do we market that and how do we position ourselves really allowed us to be where we are today.
So. Very good. It is said that water is the key to development, and Brighton does own its own water. What could be some of the advantages of owning your own water?
Obviously, water is the major factor of deciding whether a community is sustainable or not. And it allows also the community to recognize whether or not it has the capacity to grow. By owning your own water, you basically define your own destiny in regards to how you want to sustain what you have and make sure that you're properly addressing the water needs of those that we are providing water to our customers now. But we also need to be position ourselves and recognizing what we have to look forward to in the future. And we ultimately need to recognize that through our growth, not only through population, but also through industrial and through job creations and through retail and commercial activities, that we have to have that water resource available to ensure that can happen.
And so, Brighton did just make a purchase of...
Yeah, so we are continuing to look at purchasing water, and we have just recently, over the last 3 months, purchased several additional water rights that would allow us to add to our portfolio and to continue the strength that we have today.
What's new and exciting that's coming up for Brighton?
One of the things that we've been working on for the last several years, a couple of items. One, I can think of three items. One is we just recently finished the redevelopment of the old hospital. With the hospital moving to their new site, it allowed for, it created a challenge, of course, of how do you fill a 100,000 square foot facility that they just left. But it also provided a lot of opportunities that we began exploring. So we've just recently developed a building through the Urban Renewal Authority called the Brighton Learning and Resource Campus that has the opportunity of looking at bringing CSU, Front Range, 27J, and Salute Clinic and Community Reach to the facility, and to provide the type of synergy that we really will see can only enhance our services in those areas to the community and surrounding areas. So that was a huge, huge success, and it was probably 5 years in the making. At the same time, we continue to look at opportunities in our downtown area and want to redevelop that area. And the Urban Renewal Authority has recently been very involved in developing a strategy for our downtown. And one of those areas that we looked at was the possibility of developing a Brighton Cultural Arts Center within the downtown area. And we have worked together very closely with the library district to encourage the library to build their new facility in the downtown area. And at the same time, the location where the library is being built, right next to it, is a building called the Armory. The Armory it was built, I believe, in 1920. It was on the most endangered list of being destroyed. And the Urban Renewal Authority, working with the library, thought, hey, this would be a great opportunity to create a cultural center and utilizing the Armory as a performance and as well as utilizing it also for other cultural events. So that Armory is opening in the latter part of October. The library will be opening in mid-September. And we know that once they both are open, we will see this huge synergy. We really believe that we'll see this huge synergy that's going to be created within the downtown area relating to cultural arts and how that will expand into the downtown area.
Very good. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.